Welcome to Fallsview Casino Resort. You guys, it has been almost 5 years since I've stayed in this hotel, and I don't know if you've seen it in my other videos at all. This is one of my favorite places to stay in all of Niagara Falls. It is not cheap. Now, fortunately, my mom is here with me today, so say hi to Mama Spot, right? She actually got this room comped for us. Normally, I saw on the door, it says something like $1,500 a night. I'm sure that's not right, but still, comped room, awesome. Why don't we take a quick look around though? So we've got 2 queen bedrooms. It's a decent sized room. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it's decent, it's clean, it's cozy. TV wise, you got a decent sized TV. I do appreciate that they did cover the remote in this. It makes me feel like it's a little bit more clean. I thought this was just a drawer, but I'm actually impressed to see that there is a mini fridge, and really nice of them. They actually did include a couple bottles of water. Honestly, what did it cost them? Next to nothing to get a few, probably a case of water is what, $2, $3 to put 2 bottles of water in the fridge. Makes you feel appreciated, and it costs them very little to do so. Decent little work area here. They give you the ice bucket, they give you the cool glass and everything, so can't really complain there. The main reason though why you're staying here, the main reason why you're paying the big bucks to stay at Fallsview Casino Resort is of course the Falls View. Let's go take a look at the rest of the room. So there is the option to adjoin to the next room, but we're gonna make sure that's locked because we don't want anybody sneaking in. The closet space. You've got the safe, which is great. So if we win big bucks in the casino tonight, we got somewhere to hide it. You've got the in-room coffee machine, which I always mention to you guys. I always appreciate when they have the in-room coffee machine. It's a Keurig. There's also some extra coffees here, which I'm definitely gonna be taking home with me when I leave. Now let's go check out the bathroom. You've got your full-length mirror here, so of course if you need to, check yourself, make sure you're still looking good for when you're going to the casino. You've got your soaking tub here, which is great. You've been walking around for hours. I know my legs are killing me from all the walking we did today, so we got the soaking tub. Decent sized vanity here. We've got the halo lights here, which always make you look a little bit better, so I appreciate that. One thing I'm not so sure about is these little communal soap and lotion dispensers. On one side, it's probably a lot more environmentally friendly, but on the other side, I don't know how I feel about these little communal things. Plus, I mean, I can't steal it when I leave, right? So that's a bit of a downside. But that said, there are still a couple little things here. We've got a vanity pack and a shower cap, so at least those are gonna go in the bag later. You've got your large shower, well, decent sized shower anyway. Glass, no shower curtain, so you already know I'm a fan of that. Decent size, as I said, again, you got a hair and body shampoo, and it's a communal one. Don't love that, but again, for the environment, I guess we gotta take the L on that one. Standard toilet, we don't need to get into that. They do give you a hair dryer, extra toilet roll, and some towels and whatnot. So you're equipped and you're ready to go. Anyway, that is a quick little room tour. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end though of just our whole experience at Fallsview Casino Resort. Right now, we're kind of tired, to be honest with you. We were over in Buffalo doing some shopping all day, a lot of driving, a lot of this, a lot of that. So we're gonna chill in the room for a bit, have a drink, then head downstairs, press the lock, do a little bit of gambling. So stay tuned for that final thoughts at the end, and we'll see you then. Alright guys, we are at Bar Barista in Fallsview Casino. This is like a newer place. It's been open for a couple months now. There used to be like a little store here that had different, sports paraphernalia and things like that. Now they've got a little breakfast and bar place. So menu is very limited. There's 6 things on the menu. We got a cheese plate, some nachos, some salsa, things like that. Cheese plate was about $24-ish. Nachos were about, I think, 15 or so in that mark. My mom got a Riesling, I got a old fashioned, but the base was mezcal, so I'm not sure what the price is gonna be of that, so I'm a bit scared. But anyway, we are gonna finish up our food and our drinks, and then we're gonna head to the casino.
Alright guys, we just finished a Bar Barista. The bill came to about 83 for the two of us. We both got one drink and one app to split. Honestly, it was just okay. A bit pricey. Even the waitress there said the drinks are a bit pricey. We were able to use our food comps there. So if you have any food comps at the casino, you are able to use them there. They don't cover drinks, they only cover food. So just note that. So you still did have to pay for drinks. So just note that. But anyway, another option.
Good morning, campers. So we're just getting ready to check out of our room here at Fallsview, but I want to give you guys my final thoughts just before we get out of here. So let's start by talking about the room itself. The room is pretty decent. I mean, you got 2 queen size beds. I think you also do have an option to get a king size if you are in a different suite, but all in all, decent room. The bathroom, again, decent. The shower pressure was pretty good. I mean, it was a smaller shower head, but still pretty decent. I didn't love the toiletries. It does seem like a bit of a cost cutting maybe, and I also do see the environmental aspect of it as well, about having these sort of communal soaps and lotions and things like that. But I mean, I went in the shower today and it was a body and hair, I guess, shampoo. I don't really want to use the same thing on my body that I use in my hair. I don't know, I just feel like they require different things. So I don't know, I didn't really love that, but I also do understand sort of the cost saving aspects of it, and obviously the environmental savings aspect of it too, because I know that, you know, most people probably don't finish off those little shampoos or things like that. So a lot of the stuff probably does get thrown away, especially like bars of soaps and things. So again, I do get it. Same goes with this coffee. Like, I love the fact they had a coffee machine in the room, and it's a Keurig, which, as I said, I do have at home. So I'm gonna take those extra pods home with me. But I didn't love that they gave me a mug instead of a paper cup, because, you know, at least the paper cup, you finish it, you toss it away. Again, I understand it's not the best for the environment, but these mugs weren't the cleanest, so I don't know. Plus, you don't know how many times, you know, if they've been used, if they've been cleaned properly. As I said, they didn't seem the cleanest when I looked at them, and yeah, I don't know. I would prefer just have a paper cup. I know it's not the best for the environment, but that's just me. The beds were pretty comfortable. I didn't have the best night's sleep, but that could have been maybe having 1 or 2 too many tequilas last night. I did wake up with a bit of a headache, and I think that is partially from the pillows. They did seem a little bit hard, but they do give you 4 as well as an extra in the closet as well if you need it. So I can't complain about that too much. The TV didn't have like the best signal at times, but I mean, how much are you really watching TV? We had it on just, you know, before we went to bed basically, but again, how much are you really watching TV when you're, you know, somewhere like this? I really did appreciate the fact that the room came with a mini fridge, as I mentioned in the beginning. I love the fact they put a couple bottles of water in there as well. Again, such a small cost to the company just to buy a case of water and put 2 in a room, but something that makes you feel appreciated, and something that actually comes in handy that you need when you're in the room as well, because obviously the tap water is not usually the best to drink. So I really appreciated that. Again, such a small gesture that really does go a long way. Now, I can't talk about Fallsview without talking about the Fallsview. I mean, that is the star of the show, obviously. That's why people pay the big bucks to stay here. That's why, you know, people want these rooms. Is the view is incredible. I mean, you can't argue with that. We have a great view, as I showed you earlier, of the Horseshoe Falls, which look amazing. You can't really see from this angle the American Falls as well. You can see them pretty decent, but I know that if you were a little bit maybe further down, you'd get a better view of them. So all nightly they do fireworks as well, and we did unfortunately we weren't able to see them because of the angle we were on. Again, not a huge deal, but if you would like to see the fireworks, just note that you want to be a little bit further down the hallway. We were in a spot that we couldn't really see them, unfortunately. Also, when you are booking Fallsview, try your best to get a higher floor, because I know that even though they all the rooms do face the falls, if you are lower, you're not going to see them as well as you would if you're higher up. We are on the 25th floor, so we've got a pretty decent view of everything. I know my mom has mentioned before that, you know, when she gets the lower rooms, like the 5th floor, for example, you're not really going to see a whole lot. You're going to kind of see the roof of the building and everything, so you're not going to get as good of a view. So I mentioned in this video and some of my other videos about comps. So 100% I would recommend sign up for Casino Card. It really does go a long way. We got this whole room here for free. And another plus about Fallsview Casino is no resort fees. Well, at least at the time of recording this video, I really hope they don't change that because yeah, that's one of the only hotels here I think that actually doesn't have resort fees, and it's probably one of the only places here that's actually a resort. So make sure you sign up for Casino Card because as I said, we had this room for free. Dinner last night, for example, we just had to pay for drinks, but our food was comped as well because again, playing with swiping your card every time you play, make sure you get a Casino Card. I'm on a lower tier, but I still managed to get free parking. I think I got a $15 food credit. I got a little bit of casino play as well. It really does pay to get a Casino Card. If you're not a big gambler, you can always maybe team up with somebody and use their card and sort of take advantage of their comps as well. So if they're getting a higher, you know, in a higher tier and they're getting free rooms, maybe they'll bring you along with them. So another big plus about Fallsview Casino Resort is the location. I mean, this is sort of like prime. It sort of feels like things want to be built around it because a lot of people do spend a lot of time here. Obviously, it's a casino, so you know you get a lot of gamblers who want to be in here as well. There's lots of great restaurants in here. You got a bit of everything. There's a food court downstairs, so you can just go to like Tim Hortons or Burger King and get something quick. But there's also a lot of sit-down restaurants as well. A couple lounges. There's also a couple new restaurants in the sort of main corridor as well. They're just recently opened up. There actually is a little bit of shopping here, but it's very minimal. There's a few little stores, like there's like a pepper, you know, hot sauce store and things like that. Swarovski, couple little stores here. It's not going to be, you know, like a major shopping trip to come here kind of thing, but there are a few different places that you can grab a few things from if need be. Some of the stores have actually gone. If you haven't been here in a while, they've expanded the casino floor and knocked out a couple of the stores. I think there was like a Sirens there at one point, which is now gone. All in all, I really do like Fallsview Casino Resort. To me, this is probably the closest you're going to get in Ontario to like a Vegas style casino and resort. You've got a pool here, you've got a gym here, you've got sort of this hotel built sort of on top of the casino, you got the restaurants, you got this and that. Even walking down the hallway, I did sort of almost feel like I was in Vegas a little bit. It just has that kind of Vegas vibe, and as I said, it's probably the closest you're going to get. You know, some of these other smaller casinos in Ontario, they're not really as, you know, nice and don't really have the same kind of vibe like Fallsview Casino Resort does. You know, they have the Avalon Theater in the casino itself. They've got that new OLG stage across the street where the Hilton is, which is just, you know, you can literally walk across a bridge to get to. Again, you don't have to go outside, which is awesome. The biggest downside I would say to Fallsview Casino is the fact that it is a smaller hotel. There's only about 372 rooms, so it is on the smaller side. And you'll find that often when you do try to book, it's either fully booked or the prices that are there are pretty high. So it definitely does pay to have a casino card because you still, even if you're not getting free rooms, maybe you'll get discounted rooms. But again, availability is pretty limited, especially if there's something going on like New Year's or, you know, if they have a show going on or something like that. The hotel, and it seems like they do reserve a lot of the rooms for their sort of their players and their, I guess, their higher end players as well. So it isn't the easiest to get a booking, and if you actually do, you're probably going to pay a few $100s per night. On our door it says something like almost $1,500, which I don't think is accurate. I know when I've looked personally, I've seen like, you know, 300, 400, 500 up a night. So it is on the more expensive side. So this begs the question, is this spot right for you? I would definitely say this is more of the higher end style hotels. This is not your budget friendly hotel. This is the higher end. If you're gonna treat yourself, you know, give yourself a nice little stay in Niagara Falls. You know, if you wanna go to the spa here, you wanna take advantage of the location. If you're a gambler, you got the casino right, you know, below you basically. Dining, there's a lot of different dining options in here. All in all, I would say this is definitely the higher end of where you're gonna stay in this area of Niagara Falls at least. If you've liked this video, please consider liking, please consider subscribing. I'm really trying to get to that next big goal of 5,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate the support. If you have any questions or anything, leave them below. If I haven't answered anything, I'd be happy to try and include it, and I always do respond to all the comments I get as much as possible. So if you have any further questions or anything, I can definitely be happy to try and answer them for you. I also want to give a big thank you to Fallsview Casino Resort for giving us this comp room, and for all the other comps that we enjoyed last night, like dinner and everything was awesome. Big thank you to you guys for actually staying to the end of this video and watching it with me again. I really appreciate it. please hit that like button. Share it with your friends too. If you have other friends that are thinking of coming to the Fallsview Casino or just this area and want to know a little bit more about the hotel or what there is to do in this area, definitely share this video with them. I've got some other great Niagara Falls videos as well, so make sure you check those ones out. And once again, this is me, Daniel Spotlight, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.